as one of the great philosophers of our time has said, haters gonna hate, 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 hate.
Many of this year's most prominent commencement speakers are offering a common refrain to graduates that you, members of the class of 2016, are graduating into an environment of angst and anger. American politics
has recently become a blood sport.
Demagogues on the right and the left draw upon our darker angels.
And each demonizes the other unfairly and dishonestly.
While shots are taken at both the left and right, and the overall nasty tone of this year's presidential race, some speakers single out Donald Trump.
In a year when politicians traffic in anti-immigrant rhetoric, there is also a Broadway musical reminding us that a broke, orphan immigrant from the West Indies built our financial system.
It's a speech that's traditionally meant to lift people up. So it's an odd year when dignitaries are using it to take people down.
You are the most diverse class in Northeastern's history. In other words, you are Donald Trump's worst nightmare.
And that's the country's top diplomat. He's not alone in using words that stoke the country's raging partisan divide, while at the same time calling on today's graduates to heal the tensions of this age of trolls and Twitter wars.
You can find common ground with the other side without compromising your core beliefs.
The advice being offered across the board to the class of 2016, venture outside your bubble.
And that requires us to be more civil.
Michael Bloomberg is clearly no fan of Mr. Trump, but New York's former mayor appears to share his contempt for political correctness, isolation of the self.
Through safe spaces, code words, and trigger warnings is, in my view, a terrible mistake.
Millennials, born at the dawn of the internet age, are also being told that the place to search for a more fulfilling life and to build a better world is offline.
So engage the world, because you'll be more successful and happier.
We find our humanity.
Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, makes no mention of politics in her speech. Instead, she talks about lessons she's learned in the year since the death of her husband.
Be there for your family and friends. And I mean in person, not just in a message with a heart emoji.
The president, through these grads' high school and college years, urges them, in spite of today's poisonous politics,
have faith in democracy. I know it's not always pretty. I know. I've been living it.
Former President Bill Clinton ends his remarks by referencing the official motto of Loyola's class of 2016. It's a quote from St. Ignatius saying, "Go forth and set the world on fire." He tells them to do the same, but with a twist.
Set the world on fire in the right way. God bless you.
The right way? Well, that's up to them to figure out.